Welcome back to the class. Today we are going to study how to separate the mixer. How to separate the sample from the mixer. Understood? The first question is reason for separating the components of the mixer. Today we are going to study how to separate the components from the mixer physically by physical method, not chemically. Physically how we are going to separate. What is the reason for separating the component? Why we have to separate? The first one is to get pure sample, pure form. We want to get pure sample. So in order to get pure sample, there is a necessary for separating the impurities. Yes or no? Second purpose, to remove harmful substance from the mixer. Okay, to remove harmful substance. Okay, so for this there is a purpose to remove the impurities from the mixer. What is the need of separation? In order to get pure sample, in order to remove the harmful substance from the compound or from the mixer. So next question is, how will you separate the solid from the other solid? Two solids are mixed. How will you separate the components from the mixer? For example, rice with a small stone. How will you separate? By simple method, hand picking. Okay, because and if it is sugar with rice, some of the sugar is mixed when you purchase rice. How will you separate the sugar? Sugar is a fine powder. We can go for sieving. Yes, what is sieving? Chutney use, I think. With the help of sieving, we can what is that? We can remove the undesirable substance. Okay, and if the size is suppose lightweight, one is lightweight, one is heavy. For example, rice with husk. What is husk? You know, the skin of the covering of rice. How will you remove the husk? Because husk is lightweight, and whereas rice is heavy. How will you remove this? The process of winnowing. What is the process? Winnowing. Okay, these are the method follows. Okay, sieving, winnowing, and what is that? Hand picking. These methods are involved for separating solid from other solid. If there is a size difference, you go for which one? Sieving. If there is a weight difference, you go for winnowing. If there is color or stone, with example stone with rice, hand picking you can go. This is a physical method which you have to follow to separate solid from other solid. Third question is, how will you separate solid from sublimes? For this, I will take the example of iodine with sand. Iodine and sand. This is a solid, this is a sublimating compound. Okay, how will you separate? By the process of sublimation. You take the mixer in a china dish. Take a mixer in a china dish. Over this you keep a funnel. Okay, at the top of the funnel you cover with cotton. Okay, you take the mixer, iodine and sand, sublimating compound and sand. On heating, what will happen? Only iodine sublimes. What is the meaning of sublimation? It undergoes a process of sublimation. What does it mean? It is a solid. Okay, this solid changes to gas, vapor. Solid directly changes to vapor. Iodine solid changes to iodine vapor, which is in violet color. Purple we say, okay, purple, blackish purple color. Understood? It is changed into vapor. Understood? So, sublimating compound from the solid. How will you separate? The process of sublimation. On heating, you can separate. Understood? Let us move to next question. Separating an insoluble solid from the liquid. Insoluble solid from the liquid. We will take the example. Which example we can take? Insoluble solid, sand with water. How will you separate sand with water there? Where sand is insoluble substance in water. How will you separate? Two methods, decantation and sedimentation. What is decantation? What is decantation? Allow the mixer to stand for some time. Don't disturb the mixer. Heavy particles settle down. This process called decantation. This process called sedimentation. Then you can, what will happen? Sedimentation. This process called sedimentation. Okay, this process called allow it for sediment. Okay, the sand is heavy, so it settles down. And slowly, after 3 minutes, slowly pour the liquid without disturbing the base portion of the substance. Slowly pour into another beaker. So we can separate heavy substance from the top liquid. Understood? So this is called decantation. So what is the question? Separating insoluble solid from the liquid. Which is process? First is allow it to sediment, then it to go for decantation process. Understood? Or filtration. Or filtration. Do you know the process of filtration? One filter paper is there. Make it into cone shape, put it in the funnel and pour the solution. That's a big particle. That means insoluble sand will be remain in the paper and the remaining filtrate come down in the beaker. You can separate that. Understood? Either you can write filtration or you can write sedimentation, decantation. It is correct. Anyone you can write. Let us move to next question. Obtaining a pure solid from impure solid sample. You are having impurity in copper sulfate or sodium chloride. Okay, copper sulfate salt or sodium chloride salt, it is not pure. Some impurities are present. Okay, how will you remove the impurities? Well, how will you improve means crystallization process. What process? Crystallization process. Okay, which process you will follow? Crystallization. What is this crystallization? For this, first you take a substance in a beaker. Take a sample in a beaker. Okay, take a mixer. It is impurities are present along with NaCl, NgCl2 or some impurities are present. Take the impure compound in a beaker and add water. Okay, little warm water you have to add. Little warm water. Okay. When you add, you keep on adding salt. You know how to prepare saturated solution. You add salt to the water. This is somewhat warm water, not cold water, warm water. You add the salt, it will dissolve. Again some more salt, dissolve. Okay. After a few minutes or after some amount of salt, it remains settled down. It don't dissolve. Then what does it mean? The solution is saturated. So stop adding the salt. So you prepare the saturated solution of this sample. Now what you are going to do? Allow to cool. Allow the sample to cool. What will happen? While cooling, after cooling, what will happen means the pure NaCl or pure copper sulfate change to crystal form. Whereas impurities remain at the base of the container along with the water. This is called mother liquid. Impurities remain with the mother liquid. Understood? This is after first prepare saturated solution in which only NaCl dissolve. and allow it to cool, NaCl crystal will form, solid crystal will form, and impurities remain along with the water at the base. That is called mother liquor. Understood? This is the way we can separate the NaCl, pure NaCl from the impure NaCl. What is the method? Crystallization. On which principle? Based on solubility principle. What principle it is followed? Based on solubility. One will be NaCl will dissolve in water, whereas impurities does not dissolve in water. Based on solubility, this process is followed. Understood? Let us move to next question. How to separate soluble solid from its solution? Soluble solid from its solution. Now, take sugar solution. Sugar with sugar formula. That is glucose formula. This is sugar formula. Or glucose you can take. Sugar solution you take. Okay. You want to separate sugar from the solution. How will you separate? Evaporation is a method which helps you to separate the sugar. Keep it on the stove or keep it under the sun. Water will be evaporated, whereas sugar will not evaporate. It will not vaporize. It will be remain on the which container on the inside the container it remains. Okay. If you take china dish, it remains the china dish. If you take in the beaker, it remains in the beaker. Whereas water evaporates. So like that we can separate this sample from the solution. Soluble substance from the solution. Which process? Evaporation. Okay. Shall we move to next? The next question is, how will you separate magnetic substance from non-magnetic substance? You are taking magnetic powder, okay, iron powder, and you are taking sulfur powder. Both are solid, you are making it powder. How will you separate iron? With the help of magnet. Okay, you can rub it over the mixer. Only iron particle click to the which one? Magnet. You can separate. How will you separate? Bring the magnet to the mixer. Only this will be cling to the iron particle cling to the magnet, whereas sulfur will not. Or carbon disulfide solution is there. Okay, carbon disulfide solution is there. If you add to the mixer, this is the solution, liquid form. If you add, only sulfur will dissolve. Only sulfur will dissolve to the solution, whereas iron does not dissolve. So either you bring it to magnet and you can separate the iron, or you will add carbon disulfide solution. Only sulfur will dissolve, whereas iron does not dissolve. Then through filtration you can separate. Very clear? These are the examples. By example they will ask you which method you prefer, or explain the process, or based on which principle it follows, the method follows. So be careful. Once again we go back, we go for revision once again. First question is, what is the reason for separating the component from the mixer? Why we have to separate the components from the mixer? Because maybe impurities or impure substance they may be. Okay, rice with the sand, we don't want the sand, undesirable substance. So to remove the undesirable substance or to get the pure substance, for this purpose, for this sake, we need to separate the components from the mixer. To remove the undesirable substance, to get the pure substance, or to get the useful component from the mixer. Based on these things, we need to separate the mixer or separate the component from the mixer. Now we go for one by one method. The first question is, how to separate solid from other solid? Two solids. If the two solids are great difference in size, is suppose sugar or what is salt. Salt is mixed with the rice. How will you go for? You go for sieving. Okay, in the sieving in this material, small holes are present in which only salt particles goes down, whereas rice will be remain on the the object. Okay, sieving is a process which helps to separate size difference. If two components are much difference in size, one is big in size, one is small in size, we can prefer the step is sieving process. Suppose two substances are varies in weight, that is husk with rice. Rice is heavy, whereas husk is light. What process they will follow? Winnowing. They allow the mixture to fall from the top. Like that, they allow the mixture to fall from the top, from the height. What they do? Light particle will be moves away due to wind. Light particle will be moves away due to wind, whereas heavy particle fall into the same container. Understood? That is called winnowing. The next method is how to separate solid from sublimating compound. Here example is ammonium chloride or iodine. Ammonium chloride or iodine. This is white in color. This is purple in color. Blackish purple color. Okay, this one. This is white in color. This is mixed with the sand. This iodine is mixed with the sand. How will you separate? Take the mixture in a china dish and keep a funnel in the inverted position, and the top of the funnel you cover with cotton. Okay, top of the funnel you cover with cotton. Okay, here you take this mixture in china dish. On heating, only this compound will sublimate. Let me change into gas. Whereas sand will be remain on the surface of the dish, china dish. This way we can separate. Next question is, how will you separate insoluble solid from the liquid? Sand in water. Sand will not soluble in liquid. How will you separate? Filtration you write. Or sedimentation, decantation. Allow to sediment for some time, then go for decantation. Pour it slowly. Without disturbing the solution, you pour it. The top portion of the layer in the another beaker. Like this we can separate. Next question is, obtain pure solid from impure solid. Your solid is not pure. Some impurities are present. For example, NaCl, table salt. It has magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate, some salt. How will you remove the impurities? Go for crystallization. In which, what principle it follows? Based on solubility. Impurities does not soluble in solvent, whereas this sample, NaCl sample will be dissolved in the solvent. So NaCl impurity you take along with the impurities and add water. Only NaCl dissolve in water. Okay, make a saturated solution. Then allow it for cooling. Only pure NaCl form as a crystal, whereas impurities settle down along with the mother liquid. And through filtration we can separate it. Understood? The next method is, how will you separate soluble solid from the solution? Sugar in water or salt in water. Soluble. Only evaporation method will help you. How will you evaporate? On heating or on keeping under the sun. Water particle will be evaporated out, whereas the sample will be settled down. Next, magnetic substance from non-magnetic substance. Sulfur is a non-magnet or sand is a non-magnetic substance. Okay, iron with sand or sulfur, iron with sulfur. Okay, how will you separate? Two method, either you may take a magnet, when they bring the magnet to the mixer, only iron particle cling to the magnet, whereas sulfur not. Otherwise, carbon disulfide solution is there. You pour the solution, only sulfur will dissolve, whereas iron does not dissolve. So through filtration we can separate. That's all today's topic. Thank you.